Hi, and welcome to the Frog Pond School of Design, where we like to talk about things that have to do with architecture, sometimes more closely than others, but what the heck. Do you recognize this building? It's in London, and I'm sure it has an official name, but everybody just calls it the Gerkin because it looks like a big old pickle sticking up in the city there. Tall buildings in London tend to be more conspicuous because there aren't so many of them. But this building was designed by an architect named Norman Foster, who's made quite a name for himself in recent years. But he took a little bit of an unusual path to a profession in architecture. He claimed to have been uh, bullied in school. He described himself as quiet and awkward, and just really wasn't into school too much, to the point where at the age of 16 he quit school and took on odd jobs doing various things, and apparently ended up eventually working in an architectural office doing some contract stuff. But he became intrigued by the drawing aspect of things, and all the drawing that was going on, and decided to try it himself, and ended up being pretty good at it, to the point where some of his coworkers suggested that he consider a career in architecture. So, at the age of 21, when most people are very closely finished with their formal architectural studies, he enrolled in architectural school, and did well enough that when he graduated, well, back up, while he was in school, he earned his money to pay for his education doing various jobs. It was kind of interesting because he sold ice cream, he was a bouncer, he worked the night shift in a bakery and that sort of thing. But it paid off because upon graduation he was awarded a fellowship to study at Yale in the United States. So he came over here, he did his thing at Yale, and when he was finished he decided to hang around the States and travel around observing architecture for a while. Then he went back to England and opened a practice, and that was a long time ago, he developed his style over time and ended up doing buildings like this, and notable buildings in a variety of locations. So he's become quite the honored architect in England. He's, like so many architects, not seeming to be interested in retiring because he's 88 years old and still practicing, but he has made a name for himself, and he's become one of the probably top 10 known architects in the world. Hey, thanks for joining us today on the Frog Pond School of Design. I look forward to seeing you hanging around the pond again real soon.